So during personal study, there's a missionary. I think it's called the Missionary Approved Library or something like that. But it includes a couple of books that are really good. One of the books that I read a couple of times was I think it's called Our Search for Happiness, and I like to read that book a lot because it puts things. It helps you think a lot about people who are experiencing the church for the first time, and things that people who've been in the church for a long time may take for granted or may not notice, that are could be interpreted as strange by a lot of other people. And so it lets you know about a lot of those things and makes you think more about how people are feeling when you approach them and when you're talking to them, so that you can really let people know, make them feel comfortable first, but let people know that you're a real person and you have a real story, and you have a really important message to share, so that it doesn't come across forced, which I know most times it's not forced, but we're so eager and so excited to go out and teach that it might come across forced a lot of times. So that was a really helpful book for me. I would highly suggest also reading the Book of Mormon at least a few times during your mission. It's not a bad idea to just every couple of times a week just spend your whole hour of personal study just reading out of the Book of Mormon and marking your scriptures. Get like one of the copies of the Book of Mormon that you hand out and just mark it up. And for companionship study, we spent a lot of time. We spent the first little bit talking about going over mission rules, just so that we knew we were doing the right things, because it's easy to forget some of those little rules sometimes. And we spent a lot of time going over the lessons that we were going to teach during the day, and using what we'd learned in personal study to help in those lessons, because it was fresh in our minds, and it was easier to recall and to use those scriptures during our lessons.